Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, October the 12th, 2018. Welcome to another eBay video. As you can see, nothing has changed since last week's video. It is still cloudy and nasty. We've had another straight week of cloudy, rainy days. It's supposed to start raining again any moment. So at any time I may have to shift over a little and go into the enclosure. But that being said, let's talk about today's topics. There are going to be store resets on eBay. Does this really work or is it a myth? I've got some good information about that. We're going to talk a lot more about the beta test management program and how sellers and buyers are reacting to it. And we're going to talk a lot about your comments, questions, and concerns from last week. So that being said, let's get started right now with your comments, questions, and concerns from last week. There's quite a few because you guys really did good in your comments. I give you a lot of credit. For the Doggies Guitars wrote, "You ready for the next 6 months of ice cold weather, snow and rain, Joe?" Well, we get the rain all year round, so I guess the answer to that is yeah. Douglas Taylor wrote, "Great content as always. Have you seen this? Supposedly eBay quietly got rid of the initial 14-day waiting period before running a sale." Correct. If you list an item for sale on eBay right now today, you do not have to wait 14 days in order to run a sale with Markdown Manager. You can now do it today. The 14-day moratorium has been removed. The only reason eBay actually instituted it was for possible legal consequences, but those have been viewed as not relevant. So guys, you no longer have to wait 14 days to put your item on sale on eBay. That is great news. There's quite a few comments about the managed payment test program, and I'm going to read them now. Kevin FM wrote, "Hi Crazy, just a heads up about the managed payments program. I called eBay and requested being removed. They asked why. I told them buyers using PayPal are unable to pay. Also, global shipping is gone, and so are international sales. Yes, I switched to selling internationally. And when customers got accidentally charged shipping, an eBay error, I had to mail the buyer cash in the mail. The eBay rep noticed my sales have plummeted and decided managed payments was not for me. Your service is great, thank you." Kevin, am I to understand that they actually did remove you from that program? Because I was told that once in, never out. So Kevin, definitely this week, comment below, were you actually removed from that program when you call customer service? Cook & Sons wrote, "If you use PayPal working capital, you cannot opt into the new payment system from eBay. It is a violation of the terms of service for PayPal not to be your primary payment system. That is according to the letter PayPal sent me." True. I've heard about this in the Facebook groups as well. Quite a few people have written in about that, so please keep that in mind. Mercedes Lux wrote, "So in 2023, eBay's payment system will be Adyen only. No more PayPal. I am not and will not opt into Adyen. That gives me less than 5 years to keep selling on eBay before I close my account with them. When they force me to use Adyen, yes, I'm done. I guess I had better start being a listing machine and get this stuff sold." Also, more on managed payments from Connie Hanna. "No longer a seller, however, I do buy often. I usually purchase from an iPad with PayPal. If eBay changes payment policy, I would find it inconvenient. I would have to get a credit card, enter info, return card. Why would I want to do that when hitting one button pays for my item? What is eBay thinking? Are they getting something for this form of payment? I was considering starting to sell again, but will carefully consider this option. I see nothing but problems and a loss of buyers. There is nothing eBay sells that cannot be purchased elsewhere and with less hassle when there is a problem with the item. Some even offer free shipping and returns. I like eBay, but I feel this form of payment will cause nothing but problems and affect sellers' bottom lines. Enjoy your shows. Keep up the good work." P.S. After watching you for a while, I realized when I lived in New Jersey I had purchased hubcaps from you at your store and you were very helpful. That is a crazy coincidence that she used to live here, bought hubcaps from me, and now she stumbles upon me on YouTube. Great story. Wooden Stuff with Steve French wrote, great show as always. I have no interest whatsoever in eBay's new payment system. I'm more than happy with PayPal. On a side note, I had been fairly inactive with regards to listing for a few weeks. But I spent much of the last week listing, and what do you know, suddenly my sales went through the roof. Not only on the things I had just listed, but also on dog items I've had listed for a long time. This has happened other times as well. It does seem to be true that eBay shows your listings when you're active and doesn't when you aren't. If you want to sell, you have to stay active with listings. Richard Head wrote, that is why I'm not on Facebook. It is not secure. My life is successful and happy without Facebook. No sales for me the last 2 days, Joe. After my sales dropped to pretty much nothing for over a month, I promoted most of my listings for 6 weeks to see what might happen. I also started listing every day 2 to 10 items. I learned 2 things. My up and down cycles followed my amount of items I listed each day. Promoted listings is a waste of money and does nothing. What makes sales is listing it every day. Thank you for your videos, Joe. I do not know how I would keep up with changes without them. There you go. There are 2 people that say listing frequently increases your sales. A lot of people had said that, but again, it's kind of like with my store reset. Is it true or isn't it? Most people seem to think it's true. Let us continue. St. Paul MN Seller wrote, Joe, I have not received any message from eBay about opting into the new payment system. However, my buddy got both the email and the postcard like you did. I told him that it would be a disastrous thing to opt into. I will not opt in. This sure reminds me when I was a check, cash, and money order seller and had numerous buyers either get mad I did not take PayPal or leave negative or neutral after getting a non-paying bidder strike from me. PayPal is widely used by many companies. As I said before in one of your videos, an eBay seller would be cutting his own throat to switch. I will wait until eBay forces me to switch like they did with PayPal. Don't understand why eBay has turned on PayPal and do not want to give their buyers numerous options to pay. Right now, as you know, you cannot opt into the new payment system and accept PayPal. But eBay says somewhere down the road, and it may be a year or even more, but they're saying at that point you will be able to take PayPal through the new payment system. But like St. Paul MN Seller says, you might want to wait until that time. But that's up to you. Skinny Cow wrote, regarding Adyen, the new payment system asks you to enter a credit card number. PayPal allows a buyer to fund a payment from a credit card or direct from your bank account. So buyers who use their bank accounts to fund eBay purchases won't buy from a seller using Adyen. eBay needs to offer payment systems buyers want, not payment system eBay wants. Create and Adorn wrote, I got the invitation for the beta payment system. No way. Opting in during Q4, suicide. There are so many people that love the fourth quarter. I would say 90% of the people I know on Facebook, on YouTube, and in real life love this fourth quarter. Me, not so much. The fourth quarter is not a boon to selling in eBay Motors. But for you guys who sell presents and stuff for the upcoming holidays, I can definitely understand you being happy about that. Gino wrote, I myself had that stupid Amazon Prime charge. I called them and flipped out on them for that. I never signed up for any trial like they said I might have done. I later found out that it happened to many others. This was one hell of a scam they had going on, thinking people would not catch it or just not say anything. I told them I only watch Netflix, I don't buy from Amazon, and the only Amazon thing I own is my tablet. It has the option to get Prime, but I never even attempted it. The Fire tablet is loaded with stuff mostly people won't use, and you can't delete it to free up memory. That is why everyone must look at your bank or credit card statements. Very good point. That Amazon scam is serious, and I cannot believe the U.S. Attorney General did not act on that. Let us now move on and let us talk about store resets, and does this help your eBay sales? And let me tell you what happened the other day, because this is very interesting. So my sales pattern was very weird. Saturday, I did well. My last sale on Saturday was 6 p.m. I woke up Sunday morning and there were no new sales. Now that happens sometime. That didn't really concern me. But I went the entire period of Sunday without making a single sale. That never, ever happens. Nothing Sunday night. I got up Monday morning. Nothing. So from the period Saturday at 6 p.m. to Monday morning at 8:28 a.m., not a single sale. Unheard of. It just doesn't happen. Unless there's a major holiday. And that was not the case. I said to myself, something is wrong. I decided to do a store reset. And for those of you who do not know what a store reset is, all you do is you go into your seller hub. On the left-hand column, scroll down to all selling. Click on that. That will bring up all your items. Then begin to bulk edit them in groups of 500. Check off the first 500. Click on edit. Then change nothing. You don't change a single thing, and you just click on submit revisions. And those items have been reset. Meaning they have been put out again in search as fresh items, even though they're not fresh items. So I did this at 8:28 a.m. Monday. I had my first sale 12 minutes later at 8:40 a.m. and continued to have sales throughout Monday, totaling 8 sales. 8 sales, when previously I had gone almost 42 hours with no sales. Does that conclusively prove this works? No, it doesn't. But I strongly believe it does, and I'm going to continue to employ this strategy. I know about 6 months ago I made a video like this, and you guys all tried it, and for most of you guys it did not work. And hey, I'm sorry it didn't work for you, but for some of you guys it did work. So for those of you guys who go through a long dry spell, I implore you to try this. I posted this on Facebook Monday to get a reaction in one of the groups, and there was a couple of people that came out strongly against it. They said it's all conjecture, it's an old urban legend, and it does nothing. But there were people that came back and said that they did it and it works great for them. There was a few people who said they never did it, but they were going to try and conduct an experiment, and they came back and said they made a sale right away, just like I did. So guys, you do what works for you. I strongly suggest you do it. I think it works, and I think you'll gain sales from it. As I said, my sales this week started off really bad with a dead Sunday, but then they picked right up. So I'm basically content. Although I will say my sales were slightly slower than usual. I would like to know how your sales were, if you don't mind me asking. I have bought some more items on eBay over the last week, but I have not encountered any more sellers that were opted in to the beta test program. Just that one guy that I showed you last week. Let us stop right now and let us drink from the Fox News Cup of Life. This is the Fox News Cup of Life. Happy is he who drinks from it. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling! So, that being said, guys, I'm going to bring this to a close because I've reached my appropriate time. Let's do a quick rehash now and I will let you go. Number 1, I'm still interested in all your comments about the managed payment test program. Most of you guys seem to be against it, okay? Oddly enough, I know 2 people in the Facebook groups that are really cheering this program on. They're actually friends of mine. They're top-rated sellers, people I know from out west, and they're really cheering this program on. Me? You know how I feel, guys. I am a person that always gives you guys straight talk. Though I am an eBay fan and an eBay cheerleader, I give you straight talk, and I am not yet enrolled in this program, okay? So, I want your opinion. Comment. Are you in it? Most people seem like they're not going to be in it. That's basically the conjecture from the comments I read from last week. But if you have had any experience or any contact with eBay about this, I'd like to hear about it. And this way we can all learn a little more about this program. If you want to talk about any eBay issues whatsoever, you're more than welcome. What you have to remember is a few important things. Number one, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thanks for watching. Each week I make these videos to try and help you sell on eBay and be successful. If you think I did a good job, please give me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm appreciated. If you don't think I did a good job, comment in the comment section what you want me to hit up, and I'll be more than happy to try and do it for you next week. I am a seller friend, not a seller critic or skeptic of any kind, and I'm still making money online. Thanks for watching. Rock on and peace! Yes, last week I did forget to say rock on and peace, and I think only GB Bob realized that. But I remembered this week. I'm out.